We're out here trout fishing on a little lake in the kayak. Man, is it cool. We're trolling little cranks. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Let's see if I need the net here. Oh boy. Come here, come here. There we go. Just trolling little cranks. And you wouldn't believe how easy it is to dial in your speed. I mean, I'm effortlessly going 0.4 miles an hour. I can feel that crankbait just ticking. There we go. Little rainbow. As easy as that. I've been trolling for not very long at all. And I'll show you this little crankbait. It's the most perfect thing. I just got a medium light rod, 6-pound monofilament, and just working my way around in the graph. And I haven't really seen anything yet, but that fish hammered it. We're gonna keep that one. So this is what I got going. This little shad dancer. Little crankbait, pretty substantial bill on it. Dives down 7.5 feet or so. Of course, pink and chrome is a great trout color. And then I got this medium light buku rod from Falcon. Little 1,000 size spinning reel and straight 6-pound monofilament. And let me tell you, it's easy. It's so easy. I'm just sitting out here thinking about how beautiful it is out. But I'm just casting back, and then I'm gonna start going. Let a little extra line out. Close the bail, and just like that, I'm going a little fast there so I can just drift. Bait's doing all the work, and I'm just leisurely paddling around out here. When you're talking trout in lakes, you know, you're sitting on the bank with a night crawler or a bobber, something sink around bottom of the float. A lot of times people think really noisy stuff like cowbells and dipsy divers, whatever. This happens to be a lake that doesn't have any access. It's fairly difficult to get any kind of boat into. People can do it, but this is just way easier for me. I don't have to carry any specialized gear, medium light rod, and a crankbait, and that's it. I'm just letting the crankbait dive down. No big cowbells or anything. Just sit and wait, dragging, looking at the beautiful scenery, trying to maintain my speed and waiting for a bite. It's pretty amazing how I can dial in my speed. If you've ever trolled anything before, crankbait before, when you make a turn, you either go too fast or go too slow, depending on which way you're turning against your line. And when I'm turning, say I'm turning this way, I start to speed up, I just stop pedaling. And then I speed up with my pedal a little bit to catch up after the pause. And if I turn this way, slacken my line, start speeding up a little bit. I mean, you are dialing in the speed. Went over a little shallower water. Clouds kind of came out and made it a lot tougher, and they've been hitting it really kind of shyly, so kind of had to work for this one. Come on. I'm scared when they jump. Oh, it's a bass, that's why. Went over some weeds, and there's a bass there. It's not what we want, but I'll take it, I guess. Well, it's getting late. This is my first time trying this in the kayak, and I'm almost tempted to come out here tomorrow morning again. Seems like the sunshine really helped a lot, getting bites, and yeah. It's really cool, way easier than I thought it was gonna be. We'll come back and try it again. All right, this is trout mission number 2. I tried this for the first time about a week and a half ago, and I was really surprised by how easy it was. Had good success, caught one right away. I lost 3 other ones. And, oh no, kind of what I noticed too is that things really slowed down when the sun went away. And I'm picturing that because the lake is stratified in such a way that there's no oxygen below 40 feet of water. This lake is about 70 feet deep, so if you think about it, it eliminates a lot of water. It doesn't matter what the maximum depth is, the fish can only go down to about 40 feet. And so it's sunny, say a fish is cruising around from 40 to 20 feet, looking up at a bait that's diving down 7 feet. Water clarity is about 10 feet out here. They should be able to see that bait silhouetted against the sun. So there's one right there. Just a couple pops in the rod. Got one to eat. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I don't want to lose another one. Get my net out. Come here. Woo. Crazy little guy. There we go. Nice rainbow. Nice rainbow to start. We do have the pliers right here. Did not take long. He ate it pretty good. There we go. Well, I'm gonna get this crankbait out of the net. There we go. Check it out. Oop, 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 oop. First rainbow of the trip. Literally not even 5 minutes in, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this one. So we'll do a couple bonks on the head and get this one ready for the fryer. So I'm trying to keep the kayak at about 1.8 miles an hour. But that last fish, I was just giving it a little pop like that and it instantly ate it. So yes, I'm trying to stay at 1.8 miles an hour, but I'm also doing just quick little bursts with my rod, little speed bursts, little pops, garner a reaction from these fish. Might have went over some, oh, it's a giant largemouth. Went over some shallow water, some weeds, and of course there's a bass sitting there. A largemouth. It's pretty no-brainer. Went over some shallow water and that's who was living there. Not a bad one. Drew, jigging. Whoa, switch gears a little bit. Started jigging. No, jigging a rip and wrap. Man, those treble hooks. That was cool. I got to watch them come up and eat. Rip and wrap. Vertical jigging the marks that I see as I go by. That is cool. I'm gonna keep doing that. I mean, when you're dealing with trout this size, you don't really need all that beefy a gear. I'm pretty downsized. I got a 1,000 size reel, and for added line pickup, I actually use the pedal system on the kayak. I can back up, I can go forward, I can gain on those fish with my reel and with the pedal. So, smaller reel, 6-pound mono. A thinner, lighter line, helping that crankbait get down a little deeper. And the mono's got some stretch, so it absorbs the shock. I'm not going real fast, but I am using treble hooks. Same thing with the rod, medium light rod, but it just kind of absorbs that shock. I mean, I feel a fish hit, it's pretty violent, but I've also got a second for the rod to load up before I start reeling in on them. So pretty light gear, makes it really fun with these trout. I mean, an 18-inch trout is pulling drag on this setup. Super fun.